folks, this is another cheap budget classical, and we've had this company before. I think this is an AC309CE model number made by Winzz. Another great name for a budget company, eh? Gives you the wins. This is actually a spruce top, and the reason why I point this out, it's actually a solid spruce top. The reason I point this out is because most of these really cheap budget classical guitars are made out of basswood or laminates. So to find something in this price range, and again this is I think around the 169 new price range, it's getting rare to find solid tops, spruce tops or cedar tops on guitars in this price range. The market's really changing, and you're seeing a lot of the really lower end companies going towards alternative cheaper woods for entry level budget guitars. But I know Winzz has some lesser guitar models with not as nice woods, so you probably have to look for this specific model. Yeah, it's got a spruce top, which is quite bronzed, as you can see, and what's probably a decal logo there, and it says rosewood fretboard and bridge. This looks close to ebony, it's so dark, and then everything else is fairly typical. So for instance, you have your sort of gold keys with the pearloid buttons, and they seem reasonable tuners. Took a while for the strings to stretch out on this. That's another thing about these classical strings is actually when you get them, don't just tune them up, actually stretch the strings one by one. Hold down the first fret, stretch the strings, stretch them without holding down the fret, stretch them out really good, and then tune it up, and then it'll tune up much easier after that. It's got nice black binding all the way around, and this one is an electric classical, has the EQ7545R preamp on it with the 9 volt, and then the tone faders and the volume. No tuner on this. They send you a tuner with the very nice case, by the way. Winzz is one of those companies that does provide a case, and this one's actually a nice Cordura gray with some padding. Got a different guitar in it right now, and it comes with all the beginner accessories that most beginner kits come with. So yeah, these are a nice cutaway guitar as well. It's normal dimensions, 39-inch total length, but with the cutaway, which some people don't consider a proper classical guitar. But anyway, it is a nylon string classical shaped guitar with the electronics. The electronics sound pretty decent, not top of the line, but not bad, and they're quite handsome little guitars, and with a setup, yeah, I think it plays pretty decent. Now I should tell you what I did to this, so you'll know if you buy one what to expect. Sharp fret ends, not too bad, and possibly because I live in a dry state, you may not get that. Also, the action was way too high on this. Now, when you take the saddle out, there is a under saddle piezo pickup under there, so you'll have to sand down probably the saddle after you've checked the other dimensions, like make sure there's the right amount of relief in the neck. Possibly you got too much relief if your action's too high, but not always. And then your nut heights as well. But when you come to the saddle and you take it out, you're going to see a piezo in there. So you want to make sure you take the right amount off so that you get the string height. So that was the work I had to do on it. Otherwise the action was just too high to play. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty normal set. Oh, it came really dry too. I really oiled that fretboard. It was pretty dried out, and a lot of these budget guitars, particularly those you buy on Amazon, tend to sit in warehouses, dry warehouses, and you can always tell they're dried out when they get to you. This room I'm sitting in right now is humidified really well. You can hear the humidifier in the background. So I let him sit and humidify for a few days, and this one's been here now for 2 or 3 days. It's starting to feel good. Yeah, but these are pretty cool little electric acoustics. You can probably pick one of these up used for 120, 140 maybe. That's probably somewhere where I'll sell it. But yeah, it's got a solid spruce top and then mahogany back and sides laminate. It's a bit heavy, but I think that's because of all the electronics and the preamp, not just the wood. And another thing about these guitars that some people find annoying is that here's the jack right here, you have the wiring that comes all the way to the piezo and then all the way to the preamp here on this side of the guitar. So you've got kind of loose wiring, which sometimes can buzz a little bit. I mean, when you plug it in, it sounds good, but when you play it acoustically, sometimes you get, some wire buzz and you shake it and it's gone away, So that's the case with this particular guitar is, and most electric acoustics with the preamp is that you have kind of loose wire that can rattle in the guitar. But other than that, it's a nice playing little guitar. It's not bad looking either. It's pretty well done. Yeah, so there is the Winzz. Let's see if I can get the correct number on it. Which I'll put on this. I think it's AC309CE. I'll put the correct number right here. All right, folks. See you on the next one.